What's going on, RV goers? This is Cam Hilliard from Miller's RV in Baton Rouge, and I'm standing in front of the 2023 Winnebago Era 170X. So before we go ahead and show you how awesome this B-Van is, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to our channel, turn on post notifications, because you know that we have the best content in the game. So we're going to keep you updated on all the news stuff, all the old stuff, all the what you should know and what you shouldn't know and what the other people aren't telling you. We're going to make sure that you know all of it. So without further ado, let's check out this Era. So we're outside of the 70X right now. So you may or may not be able to tell, depending on how well versed you are in these, that this actually sits a little bit higher than the standard Winnebago Era. That is because it's a four-wheel drive. So with the four-wheel drive, it's going to be lifted a little bit, give you more ground clearance. So with the four-wheel drive, you get extra capabilities of going off-road and stuff like that. You're not really going to run into too many scenarios that you can't handle. Now, if you're rock climbing, obviously you're going to switch to the Revel in that case. But with the four-wheel drive, you do have to give up some stuff just for weight, because of weight restriction, thing like that. So the biggest one is really just going to be your electric door. So the big van door on the new Winnebagos that are not four-wheel drive, it's a push-button door, so it opens electronically for you with the motor. Now with the four-wheel drive, it's manual. So if you've seen any of like the pre-late 2020 model Eras, that's the same thing that it is. The same thing it is on the Travato. Really, most vans are going to be manual doors. So not a huge difference there, but just something for you to consider. If you want the four-wheel drive, know that you'll be giving up the power door. It's really the main thing. So let's go ahead and jump in the inside of this van. It's absolutely stunning. Now before we jump in, I want to make sure that I point out this awning. This thing is huge. This awning runs really almost the full length of the van behind the captain seat. So huge awning, of course the LED strip. Now this awning is going to come out, it should be 8 feet, give you nice support out, or nice shade out here. Now we've got 110 plugs here. We've got a hookup for our cable and a 12 volt, like if you have like one of those little 12 volt air compressors if you ever needed that. And then we've actually got a spot here for an external solar panel. So along with that, we've got a light out here, and we've got external speakers. So this thing's great no matter where you use it. Whether you're going to use this thing at the beach or at a campsite, or you want to take this thing tailgating. My parents have used B-Van tailgate many times. So absolutely going to work for you whatever way you want it. So the outside of this is very sleek, very clean. You're going to see the inside is extremely luxurious. High gloss cabinetry, really beautiful. So let's check that out. Okay, so we're inside the Era right now. This is the 70X floor plan. So with this floor plan, you're going to get the two, driver passenger seat, and you get the two captain chairs right here. So I love that. I'm sure you can see the lighting on here too. So this is really sleek lighting. It goes well with the cabinetry. You've got high gloss cabinets here. So beautiful. It's really just stunning cabinet work. Now, you also notice that on the outside, I forgot to mention we're there, but you actually have the luggage rack and the ladder on this. So there's the options that we added. If you've seen the Travato, it's very similar system there. So with this Era, this is going to be equipped with the 2.5 kilowatt Onan LP generator. So you've got a 16-gallon propane tank that's going to fuel that generator and your burners and your hot water heater. Also, you've got 29 gallons of freshwater tank, of your freshwater capacity, and around 19 for your gray, and then I want to say it's close to 10 for the black tank. Now, so like I said, we've got our two captain chairs here. Now this is just one of the floor plans that the Winnebago makes in the Era. With this, if you don't want to use these or even just one of them, like if you're only going to be traveling with an additional third person, or maybe you don't always travel with that many people, these chairs are easily removable. It's 4 bolts that hold either one of them in. You can remove these, this is actually a true story. I've got a customer who they travel with the Parrot, and they put the Parrot right in the van space. Now actually they bought a Revel, but in hindsight this would actually be a really nice spot for them to put the Parrot. But yes, you can remove those if you want. Make sure you store them. You're going to want to have those when you go to switch this thing out. Now you'll see tons of countertop space here. We've got the 3 burners, really sleek layout for that. This of course folds up as a grease shield, or you can use it as your cabinet space here. Now we've got the bamboo cutting board, adds to countertop space, and also does work as a cutting board if you'd like to use it for that as well. So we've got a 12 volt NovaCool refrigerator down here. So this works well. You'll work off your batteries. Since you've got a solar panel on this, it'll help keep your batteries charged. So you'll be able to run this fridge with no problem at all. So you've also got a little freezer unit in here. I know that some of these smaller refrigerators that you'll find in B-Vans actually don't have that small freezer unit. So when you're shopping, that's something I would look for. Because even though you're not going to bring, you know, tons of frozen goods with you, sometimes to have a little spot for like maybe some ice cubes or something like that is really convenient. So to my right, we've got the wet bath here. So we're going to check that out. It's tight, but I'll show you a design that Winnebago uses to make it not so unpleasant. Okay, so whether you or anyone that you know has camped in a B van or even one of the trailers that has a wet bath, be honest with yourself. It's never really pleasant to use a wet bath for a really long term. Like the bathroom part's fine. The shower part can be a little bit more difficult. But what Winnebago does on their Eras to make it more roomy, so it is still tight, but this is going to be bigger than what some wet baths are. But what they do is actually, the base of this is curved, so the doors actually bow out a little bit by design, so you have a little bit more elbow room. It's not flat like I know like the Airstream Interstate. It's more of, they have one door on most of their models, and it's more flat, so it feels more crammed in there. And although it's only a few inches, it makes a big time difference in here. So I really love that feature. I also love the fact that you've got a curtain right here so you can use this extra hanging space. So let's move on to the back area where you make down your bed, have your lounging space. Let's check that out. Okay, so we're in the very rear of the Era right now. So we're staying right below our AC. This is the Coleman Mach 13.5. So to my right, we've got a lot of closet space in here. So you can hang your clothes in there or in the bathroom if you're not going to shower in there, if you're not currently showering there and it's dry, you can put some clothes in there. So like I said, we've got our cabinets all the way across this. Very sleek design. Like I said, the high gloss, very beautiful. And on the rear here, we've got our sofa bed. So you can use this thing, just lounge. You've got a few seat belts back here, so you can lounge, be very comfortable. And then if you want, and what I guess a lot of people probably do is if you're going to sleep in here. Now we do have plenty of people who just travel in B-Vans. If you're going to use this to sleep, there's a button right there. One, for the master light, so you can turn the lights off when you get ready to go to sleep. But two, the sofa bed. So it's an electric sofa bed. You hit a button, puts this bed out. They have a little platform back here that you can either use as a table in the rear or in the front for, you know, just eating or work, whatever you may have it. And that table also doubles as a platform for your bed. So this makes into a really good sized bed, pretty close to a king size bed, very comfortable. And also you've got a TV back here, so a smart TV, so you can get your apps and you can watch everything back here. And now you've also got speakers that are right above the bed too. Reading lights on either side, 110 plug, the whole 9 yards. You've also got USB plugs that are on this front corner as well. Yeah, so in the back area here, like I said, I really like it. It's very open. I love how easy it is to put down the bed. Now, we're going to work our way back up. I want to touch on our microwave here. So you've got the convection microwave here, since you don't have an oven, obviously, in something this size. So convection microwave and our 3 burners, you can really get done what you need to get done. So Winnebago uses a control panel in this area that I think you're going to find really nice. And contrary to what a lot of other manufacturers do, is they're actually not only, the control panel isn't your only way to operate a lot of systems, and I'll kind of show you that here in a minute. So I'm here at our basis of operations is what I'll tell all my customers. This is where basically everything is functioning from. So what I really like about the Winnebago control panel that I think they do differently than a lot of manufacturers. There are some who figured this out as well, but basically this isn't your only place to operate like things like the light, the sofa let out, the awning. You've got to switch for your awning down there, and you've got to switch for your sofa bed back there. So what we've seen sometimes in the past is manufacturers will put a control panel, and basically that's your only means to use anything, your lights, everything. With this, you've got different options, so you're not solely relying on this. Now your generator is going to be right here, or just on this. Now you've got furnace, hot water heater, you've got a bed control, an awning control, temperature gauges. You can even control your lights from here. And then below we've got our Truma system. So on the Truma system with this, you can do propane or electric heating for your hot water and your furnace. So I absolutely love that, because since you're running your generator off of LP, you want to be able to conserve as much of that as you can and just use it for generator or cooking. So I like that we can do the Truma system at electric. We've also got our inverter here, so the inverter is great since we're going to have that propane generator. If you don't always want to crank that thing up, instead, if you want to use like your microwave or TV, or someone wants to charge it like a laptop with a 110 plug, then you don't have to worry about cranking the generator. You just turn on your inverter and you're good to go. Simple as that. So with the lighting controls here, we've also got another button for the master light here, so you can turn off all the lights with this on the front, or you can do it from the back. So I really like that. So we're going to tackle the cab area a little bit. All 4 of these seats swivel, and we'll give you an idea of how this can make it a really comfortable, cozy area. Alrighty, so we are in the cab area now of the Winnebago Era. So you might have gotten familiar with this in the last 3 years or so. Winnebago, or I guess it was Mercedes, who upgraded the front of these things so they don't look like delivery vans anymore. Really automotive style. I love that. So we've got ours upgraded with the cat skin interior. So good high quality materials up here. You're not gonna have to worry about it peeling or catching on your jeans or anything like that. So these 2 chairs swivel, and also the 2 captain chairs behind this swivel. So it makes into a nice little seating area if you're gonna seat 4, or even if you did take out 1 or 2 of those. So you can put a table here. But yeah, this is really a stunning unit. I've always loved the Eras. I think as the years have gone by, they've gotten prettier and prettier and prettier. The high gloss finish is really what sets it apart for me. It looks luxurious. It does not look like your typical run-of-the-mill van. So we really love this Era. So this is the 4-wheel drive. You can also come and check out the 2-wheel drive versions as well. Either way, we are happy to help you. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and as always, enjoy the journey.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Please let us know if you have other questions you want to answer. And if you have nothing else to do, watch one of these videos here. Subscribe so you know when more are coming out. Have a great day and enjoy the journey.